In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 essential elements every high-converting landing page needs. If you want to improve your own existing website and turn more traffic into actual leads and clients, or if you just want to learn how to build high-converting landing pages and websites, this video is for you. Hey, it's me. Before jumping into today's video, I would just like to ask you to consider subscribing on my channel because it really helps me a lot and it motivates me to keep on making videos such as this one. So now, back to the video. The first essential element of every high converting landing page is its offer. And yes, it's not directly related to web design, but it's the main factor that will determine if your website is going to actually sell or it's not gonna sell that well. And no, I'm not saying that you have to be the cheapest. I'm not saying that you have to use discounts all the time and that you have to be at least 30% cheaper than your competitors. I'm saying that your product or service has to solve real problem people are having, and people must be willing to pay to resolve that problem. At this point, you should develop your unique selling proposition, and you should figure it out what makes your offer better than your competitors. And again, I'm not saying just go with the lowest price. You really have to understand what makes your offer better than your competitors. And at this stage, I want to point out that if you have a better website and you're offering a better user experience, this also can be your competitive advantage. I'm going to share with you a formula you can use to help you develop your unique selling proposition. And the formula is: we help, in brackets, audience, achieve, in brackets, transformation, with, in brackets, service, product. Let's say for my YouTube channel, I could use this formula and I could develop unique selling proposition. I help small business owners getting more clients and sales with my free marketing videos. And that brings me to the second essential every high converting landing page needs is a good message. Here I want to point out that every landing page should have just one message and should be selling just one product. Don't try to pull your visitor in 10 different directions because that's very confusing. And don't try to upsell them and cross-sell them on every second paragraph because that just don't work. They will lose focus and they will click away. Your landing page should have just one main message and should sell just one product or service. And you're going to cross-sell and upsell your visitors on the later steps down your funnel. For now, you just stick to one product, one message, and one service. You have to be really focused. And that brings me to clarity. The copy on your website should be very clear and very simple to read. Don't use like heavy, fancy industry words and buzzwords that nobody knows what they actually mean. With the copy on my landing pages, I try to stick with one rule. And that rule is, if a 10-year-old would visit my website, it should be super clear to him what I'm selling, who is the main audience, and how to buy that product. And that brings me to the third element every high converting website or landing page has, and that is strong one-liner or the main heading of a website. That's the big bold text. It always pops up to your eyes first. That text is super important because with that line of text, you either get the attention of your visitor or you don't. And if you don't manage to get their attention, that means they're gonna close your website and they're not coming back because they don't find your website relevant to them. Don't get me wrong, a strong, good one-liner is really hard to create. But here are some pointers how to create one. You should lean on your unique selling proposition and you should try to include in your one-liner the problem they are facing and the goal or the transformation they are looking to achieve. The goal here with one-liner is really to create a text that will really resonate with your ideal client and with your audience. When you created your one-liner, below it include a paragraph of text that will explain a bit more about the benefits of your product or include a social proof. And next to one-liner, include a very engaging photo of your product or your service. If you have a product, try to include a photo where your ideal customer is using and enjoying your product. And now we're on the next element every high converting landing page or website needs. The fourth element every high converting landing page needs is a strong and clear call to action. you should definitely include an actionable call to action on your landing page. You don't want your visitors to feel lost on your website, so it must be always very clear what's the next step they have to do business with you or to buy from you. Your call to action should stand out from the rest of the page, and it should be actionable and very specific. Don't be afraid to use your call to action button multiple times on your landing page. So when the visitor is convinced they need your product, the button is right there. The button to buy it or the button to take them to the next step is right there. So you should really work to reduce the friction in the process and to make for the user to buy from you as simple as possible. And that brings me to the last fifth essential element every high converting landing page needs. The fifth essential element every high converting landing page needs is social proof. You should include social proof on your website. Believe me when I tell you that your past clients can sell your service or product much better than you can. Because we tend to trust people who aren't biased much more than biased people. And let's face it, you selling your own product or service, you are biased. And we tend to trust more to people who are similar to us. That's why you have to include social proof on your landing page, so customers can see that there were people like them before them who had the same problem and were trying to achieve the same goal or the same result, and you and your product or service were there to help them solve that problem and bring them closer to their goal. They're going to be much more likely to buy from you. These were the 5 essential elements every highly converting landing page or website needs. So to do a quick recap. First, you have to have a great offer. Second, you have to have a good message, and you have to be focused on one message on one landing page. Third, you have to have strong and actionable one-liner and overall copy on your website. Fourth, include a strong and actionable call to action button on your landing page. And the last one, the fifth one, is include social proof on your website. People will like to buy from people, and we trust other similar people who had the same problems in the past as we do now. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video, and if you did, please consider liking this video and subscribing on my channel, because it really motivates me to keep on doing videos like this one.